moved into this house here, 1971, with my children. We were about so high, and the first day I didn't know anybody in the community other than one or two people. One was Arch Williams, who was I don't know if anybody remembers Arch anymore, but he was a painter. He lived right about the hill. Anyway, there was one weekend, I had a dog, I will explain, a dog named Poundy. And he was a dog that watched over every move that anybody made. He was very careful about his observations, and he barked every time somebody would come. Anyway, we were there one afternoon, and there was a knock on the door. So I went out, and I met this tall man, about 6'3", and I thought he was a priest, because he had a kind of a white, I thought it was a collar, but he was covered up in the wind. And my dog didn't bark. So there he was standing in the doorway.
Excuse me.
And first thing he says to me, he says, "Your dog asked me to come in." So I said, well, if Andy likes you, I guess it's okay. So anyway, he came in, great big man. He sat down, talked to the children, held one of them on his knee, told us stories about the Ferryland Lighthouse in the early days. Because he told me he told us that he was a policeman. And that he was very familiar with this house, and he loved that house. And he had heard that people were coming here, new people, and he was just trying to check us out. But he was a very nice person, very friendly. Told a story about a kid that died on the way out to the lighthouse. They were all Costlos, the Costlo family, been running that lighthouse for over 100 years. And he was a policeman before Confederation, before 1949. And anyway, he told us all kinds of stories. He was there must have been there for at least 3 hours.
Wow.
And I was captivated by what he was saying. So anyway, after a while, he started telling stories about the Bible, which he was getting confused. And I thought he may have been, he lost, I thought he was losing it, Got his Bible stories all mixed up. Anyway, eventually, he got up and he said, I have to go. So he went out. And we thought it was rather strange. And Gail says, God, he says, that guy must have flown in. How did he get here? And we looked out the window, look at this window here. We were all in this room here. We looked out this window, and there's a car parked right there. An old gray car. Looked like 1930s or 40s. And when we looked out later, the car was gone. So we figured he got in his car and drove away. Anyway, I got really curious about this guy. So I went to see Arch Williams, the fellow I just told you about, who was a painter. And I told him the story, and he smiled. And he says, oh, he says, I know who that is. That's Dick Costlow, he says. And I said, Dick Costlow. I said, who's he? He said, well, he was a policeman here. But he said he died 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
And I said, holy smokes. I said, are you sure about this? Because he was as real as you are. And so anyway, I talked around and asked people. And sure enough, old Dick Costlow's on the move again. They used to say up the shore, he's on the move. And so he gave what he was. He'd come up to visit the house. Wasn't sure because he loved the Ferryland Lighthouse, and he used to go up there duck hunting. And he was really concerned about the house and the people that were living there. And he kept telling us that. He says, really nice people. He says, I'm sure it's going to be a great spot. But anyway, that's not the end of the story. About 2 years later, Gail's built a studio, or pottery shop in that lower section there. And we're there one day, and then I see this woman looking at the pottery, and she looked kind of familiar. I couldn't figure out who she was. Anyway, I started up a conversation, and I said, "Are you from here?" She said, and she had an American accent, and she said, "Yeah, I'm from here," she said, "but I married an American and I moved to Boston years ago." And I said, "Well, there's something awfully familiar about you." And she said, "Well," she said, "I'm just here for the weekend." She said, I don't know, I just heard about the pottery shop." And I said, "You wouldn't happen to be a Coslow by any chance, would you?" Because his face came back to me when I was looking at him, see? And she said, "Yes, as a matter of fact, I am." And I says, "You wouldn't be Dick Coslow's daughter by any chance?" And she said, "Yes." She said, "How'd you know Dick Coslow?" I said, "Well," I told her the story.
Oh my God.
The whole story started happening again. So I told her the story. And she says, "You know," she said, "the thing about my father," she said, "it's an amazing story," she says. "But I can tell you one thing," she said. "My father always said that any house he wanted to get into, that he didn't know the people that lived there, he would say, the dog asked him to come in."
Oh my God.
That's
Oh
how
my God.
That only confirmed it for you.
Do you truly believe that that was a
well, I've
ghost?
never seen him since. So,
Jerry, has that been written about?
somebody did a story on it.
Did they?
Somebody wrote about it.
Oh, you made it up.
I heard the story before,
I've
yeah.
never heard such
That's
a
a true
story.
story. Yeah, an absolutely true story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, your kids were there, so
Yeah, my
they
kids were there, and Gail
you
was
weren't just
there.
having an off
And there was
day.
another fellow there too. No, I wouldn't have.
No, it's sorry.
No, you wouldn't know. It's a true story. Yeah.
I wish something like that would happen to me so I could believe all that, you know, it happened to you.